Hilltop podcast. Many thanks for listening. We hope you're enjoying our adventures. Please may I implore you to rate or review us on your podcast app of choice, be that Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or Beyond Pod or whatever. You can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com, and if you do, we will be amazed. You can find us on Twitter at billowinghilltoe, and you can find us on Facebook. That's it. Let's get on with episode 41 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Warehouse Classics, Volume 1.
Good evening.
Evening,
everyone. Good evening, reader.
Evening.
How is everyone?
Good.
Just fabulous, thank you very much.
Excellent.
We have had some communications from the outside world.
No, not again.
People.
I keep trying to tell them.
What I didn't realise is that our actual kind of podcast host thing, people are able to leave messages. I didn't realise this at all until I saw something, and I've just we found people have been leaving little comments and stuff on our podcast episodes ever since we started.
Have they?
Oh.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
We've now got.
Why would they do that?
Well, I don't know. They've obviously got nothing better to do. There's been a couple on episode 5. No. There's Noel Edmonds. Hello. Every time I used to check website posts here in the early hours in the morning, since I love to gain knowledge of more and more. That was one of the comments on that episode.
Yeah, good.
So, together with your writing abilities as smartly as with the layout to your blog, is this a paid subject matter, or did you modify it yourself?
What?
So
That's a very difficult question to answer, isn't
We
it?
don't
really?
have a blog.
Either way, keep up the excellent quality writing. It is uncommon to peer a nice blog like this one nowadays. Which I think is
What are these?
flattering. Well, this is our readership. Johnny, so be careful with your,
I shut down the mailbag on the
This is
website.
spam
because we were
from
overwhelmed.
computer-generated things. Isn't
We
it?
were overwhelmed with Russian.
Episode 6, you can't always get what you want. This is my first time to go see it here, and I am truly happy to read everything at one place.
Did you write these, Paul?
No.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like your grammar. It's not
Yeah,
you're on
sounds
the
a bit
morphine
like-
again, was it?
Where are they leaving this? Where is
Sitting
this
there
going
on the morphine, thinking
This
it's
is
Lord
on.
Byron.
Well, I don't know whether commercially am I allowed to mention our podcast host? Podcast hosts?
Don't see why not.
Wow,
Yes,
don't
why
see
not?
why not.
Well, we are hosted by a company called Blueberry, and people are able to go in and comment, and these are the lovely comments that we get.
Awesome.
What
I know
lovely
this
people.
webpage presents quality-dependent articles and extra material. Is there any other website which offers these information is quality?
Is quality.
Is quality.
Is
Yeah.
quality.
You've got a better than usual class of reader.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where were we? Oh, yes, mimics. You're
You
being
said
attacked by
that.
the furniture.
You didn't tell us that last time.
No.
you kinda
I'm just
go-
guessing.
How many years of D&D?
Yeah, of course.
43.
Has it gone up to 43?
Yes.
No, that's his IQ.
And Buggy's 60.
43 years.
Oh.
Dungeons and Dragons.
43 years of
reveal-
frontline fighting.
Let me put the figures on the map.
Is he dirty?
Consistency from one episode to another. We
Why have I got the bigger mimic? No fair.
let's deal with these creatures. One of them is clearly going to have a go at
Buggy. Uncle Bug.
Burple.
Cuthbert,
I'm quite a
who's standing right next to
short,
one.
untasty looking.
It kind of goes and spits out a pseudopod at you, Cuthbert.
Pseudopod.
A sticky pseudopod, and it has to roll to hit you with this pseudopod, which I will do. It rolls using my magic blue dice. It rolls a 13, hitting armor class 18.
Yes.
Plus 5.
Splendid. I will describe this
Bloody
pseudopod
hell.
to you, Cuthbert. It's got a couple of salient details that I should tell you about. The first one is that it hurts when it hits you.
Well, yes.
You take the following damage, internationally recognized damage, mimic damage. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage when the pseudopod slams into you.
Thank you.
That's the first thing. The second thing about the pseudopod is that it is sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah. You feel like it's sort of gone and stuck onto you.
Okay.
That is really all I can tell you about that.
Marvellous.
It's just as well as
experience.
I'm immune to sticky
Stickiness.
pseudopods. It's part of my
Aren't we all?
character
Yeah, I
makeup.
mean everybody's immune.
It's
to
your
sticky
makeup that
pseudopods
makes
nowadays.
it's your
Part of
makeup
my
that
makeup.
makes him immune to stickiness.
It's part of my makeup. It's in my makeup bag.
Foundation.
Now there's another smaller mimic next to Burple, and it's obviously going to go for Purple.
Why?
It swings a pseudopod at you,
Purplist.
rolling a 6, hitting armor class 11, which is not going to be enough. So it
It's
swipes
not.
and misses, and then we've got a biggie. We've got an Uncle Biggie. It's got to decide who it wants to go for. It can go for.
It's gone past it
can't
and woke
see-
it up.
Well, it can't see Parker. I mean, I don't know about mimics. Do they have eyes? But I mean, if it doesn't say that it's got. I don't think they have any kind of special senses.
I mean, it's only fair that it goes to Bugraft, isn't it?
No, I'm just
Yeah.
like a, untasty looking, rather old dwarf.
Properly aged meat.
Or even Hobbit.
Too old.
Or even Hobbit. He doesn't even know
Yeah,
what
or
race
even
he
Hobbit.
is.
No, not only can he not carry his accent through from one session
I'm a
to the
Hobbit.
next.
Doesn't even remember what class he is.
He can't move on. No.
Sorry, it's
It's
confusing
all-
because my icons are dwarf quite clearly, and I keep forgetting I'm a hobbit.
Yeah, okay. It's going to go for basically Burple or Bugraft.
Or Cuthbert.
Well, Cuthbert's a bit further away.
So?
1 to 3 Burple, 4 to 6 Bugraft, rolling a 5. It goes for Bugraft.
Yes!
It it sort of lurches to the south and it attacks you, Bugraft. The first roll is a 15, hitting armor class 20.
Yep.
Second roll, because it gets 2 pseudopods, is a 5, hitting armor class 10, which is going to be a miss. So it's hit you with a pseudopod. That pseudopod does a d8 plus 3, does 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's stuck to you. And let's roll for initiative. I'm going to roll for the little mimicky creatures.
And do this properly.
Oh, you're shitting me.
Gosh.
It's going to be one of those sessions, isn't it?
We'll find out.
It's going to be one of those sessions.
4.
I get a 6.
Plus 3 is a 7.
Okay. So let's go around the table and
Let's go
establish
round
the initiative.
again.
Maybe we'll. Oh, I've just rolled badly. That's very disappointing. Mimic's initiative bonus is not great either. Okay, so let's go around the table. Let's starting with Lucas Parker. What's Parker's initiative?
7 in total.
Sessions.
16 for sessions.
Burple,
16.
also 16. Very nice. Cuthbert.
6.
Cuthbert for like a speedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is always.
Yeah.
Bugraft.
17.
17 for Uncle Buggy, and then the creatures not so good.
That's what we wanted to hear.
And we start therefore with Uncle Buggy on 17. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Right.
This thing is going.
How do I get out of the grip?
You can make a strength check, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Is it athletics? Can I use?
It's an escape DC, so yes, I think you make a strength athletics check.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll add 6 to this.
Can anybody remember if you can do something else? Can you use your Can you make a dexterity check as well to escape grapple?
I think
Anybody remember?
it's dexterity or strength versus the strength of the grappler.
I've got a set escape DC.
Plus 6 athletics is best for me.
Okay.
So the first roll is a 14, and the second roll, because I'm disadvantaged, so 14 is the highest.
14 is good enough, and you are free.
And then I'm going to interact with an object and open the door.
The door behind you
Yeah, to the south.
is locked.
Oh shit. I don't want to attack opportunities, so I will. That's all I'll do. I'll just stand there.
Burple?
I think I will do dissonant whispers on that little one in front of me. So that is a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom is not a strong suit.
First level is wisdom save DC 14.
Rolling a 17. That's a save.
17, so it takes half of
Oh, yeah.
3d6.
Yeah.
Rolling 3d6 like this, so it takes 9, 12, 6 points of damage. I've got to move. Question is whether to take the opportunity attack.
Yeah, attack of opportunity fish.
No, probably not. I'll move towards the gate, but not out
Stay
of
in
face to
contact
base.
with it.
Yep.
Session Zeeper, you're standing just outside the warehouse. What do you want to do?
I will step just inside the door so I can see all of my mates.
Yes.
And I'm going to invoke the Spirit Guardians
No, here we go. My favourite spell. Yeah,
around me.
playing cards.
Playing cards. hurtling around at a 15-foot perimeter.
Parker, invisible Parker on 7.
Shame about the invisibility, Burple. Thanks very much, but I will just basically attack this mimic.
It's a crate. Yeah, it's a barrel. It's a crate.
Standing basically next to Burple. First attack, 18 plus 5, 23.
23 is a hit, solid hit. Yeah.
6 points of damage. The
Yep.
second attack is
Oh, okay.
20.
Oh, do you want to gamble or do
No,
you want to just
I
take the double damage?
Don't
Okay.
want to go. I want to take the double damage, and the savage attack is they weren't very good. 4 and a 3 and a 1, so that's
Ooh.
8 plus 3 is 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Seeing that as a critical, I'll save a key point. I'm just going to do the unarmed strike.
Yep.
Ooh, 4,
No, it's not-
9.
Not good enough. Okay.
No, it's not
but
good
that
enough.
was a solid sort of thump on this thing. It doesn't look
Okay.
super healthy anymore. Cuthbert, you've got one to yourself.
So,
It's just tucked in just underneath where this gallery is above you.
okay, am
And
I
it's-
grappled with anything, or is it what's this pseudopod do?
You're stuck to it. You can either use a dexterity acrobatics check or a strength athletics check to escape.
I'll
At
use the
disadvantage.
dexterity at disadvantage.
Okay, and
so
getting a...
they're both the same. Getting 11.
Both 11. 11
Both
is
11.
not enough.
I will stay there and try again next time.
Well, this thing then is going to try and eat you.
Okay.
It's got you stuck to its pseudopod, its giant tongue, and the giant jaws chomp at you.
Yes.
Because you're grappled, it is attacking at advantage.
Yes.
I know you're terrified about what's about to happen, but I've just I know what it can do, and don't be quite so terrified. Here we go. Running at advantage, it rolls a 1. That's not a great start, but gets to roll because 2. So bollocks. Let's talk about the one that is attacking Uncle Buggy.
Uncle Boogie.
You escaped, right? So
Yes.
it doesn't attack at advantage. It's attacking instead with its pseudopods again. Armor class 13.
No,
And then the second pseudopod, he rolls a 10. Armor class 15.
no.
These mimics are rubbish.
I thought they were much harder than mimics.
And then they just look hard, don't they? But they're not really hard. The wounded one is going to attack
Hang on,
Burple.
when it starts its go, it needs to make a
Why is it
saving
not going
throw.
to attack Parker?
Oh yes, when it starts its go, it needs to make a saving throw. What's the DC of the save?
Wisdom 14.
Okay, it fails that save. Rolled off a 15 onto a 12, and I think that means it's a fail. How much
So
damage
it
is that?
takes 13 points as the card
Well, now it looks
slice into
solidly
it.
bloodied as a result of that damage. Rolling a 90. So that hits armor class 24.
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah.
It sticks to you, and you take a d8 plus 3 bludgeoning damage from its giant flappy tongue. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Points of bludgeoning damage. That's
And it is adhered
just
to
not
you.
on.
Round 2,
Dash it
starting
all.
with Uncle Buggy.
Okay, so I'm going to bash this thing
Okay, with your great
with
sword.
my great sword. Well, it's
Had a
okay.
good
It's
sword.
not that good.
Yeah.
19.
19 is a hit.
Okay, and I might as well bash again.
Yeah. Oh,
17.
also a hit. Yeah.
Total is 22 points of damage for those 2 hits.
22 points of damage on that one. Okay, on the big one. Burple on 16.
Burple is going to do another Dissonant Whispers, I think.
Rolling a wisdom save, getting a 19 for a 20. Saves
God's
again.
Sake. Okay,
Because
well,
it's
it
power.
still has to
Unbelievable.
take half of this. It takes 12, another 6.
Okay, it's looking really quite fragile now. Sessions.
Okay, Sessions is going to gingerly advance into the room.
And you've brought the large one now into the radius of your spirit guardians. Okay, I understand.
And I will I'll invoke the crushing coin. I think I'll attack the big one. I'm plus 20
Armor class 20 is an absolute, thumper of a hit.
for 5 points of force damage.
Parker on 7.
Well, I'll do the same again.
This thing looks unwell.
Kill it.
Can I split my attacks then up across that one and then move over to the other one?
Yes.
Right, okay. Well, that's a first attack is a 14 hitting armor class 19. 1d8 plus 3, which is a 7 points of damage.
It's looking even more fragile,
The
but it's still up.
second attack Oh, that's a 3 hit armor class 6. That's going to be a miss.
No good.
But then I will expend 1 key point and do a flurry of blows. Armor class 15.
15's enough, yeah.
D6 plus 3, so that's 7 points of damage.
And I don't know what it does. What does a mimic do when it unmimics?
It
I think it reverts
collapses.
to its amorphous form.
Yes.
So it sort of goes, and you're stood there looking at something that looks like a dead blancmange with teeth.
Am I allowed to have my second flurry if I move over to the larger?
If you have multiple attacks, you can split them up with a move. So yeah, of course you can.
Okay,
Of course you
so
can,
then I
Malcolm.
will move up to... Is a 16 hit plus
Is a hit.
6.
Yeah, it's a hit,
okay,
a hit.
that's a hit, so that's 1d6
Oh, Parker is
plus 3.
Really?
He's getting there.
Yeah,
8
he
points
is.
of damage.
bloody hell. Between you and Bugraft, you've kind of taken a bit of a chunk out of that. What about Cuthbert? Your turn.
Lovely.
So Cuthbert could attack this thing, but is grappled.
Yes. Grappled creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. It doesn't actually say anything about you being at disadvantage. So I'm saying you just attack.
So I might as well just try and
You could just try and thump it, yeah, if you wanted to.
I think from memory the getting out of the grapple is not impossible. So I think
But you're making that roll at disadvantage. That's the important thing. It's not just a question of it wrapping its giant tongue around you, which is something that you've got direct experience of.
yes.
The tongue is adhesive, so it makes it more difficult.
I think I'm going to try and become ungrappled. So I'm going to roll at disadvantage using dexterity. That is a 21 for the first roll
Which is a success.
and a 12 for the second roll.
12 is a failure, I'm afraid. Let's move on to... Oh, we don't have to move on because it's it.
It's
going
it.
to try and eat you. It's still stuck to you, so it's attacking you at advantage again.
Yeah.
First roll, it rolls a 15. Second roll, well, it doesn't matter. You might get a 20. It doesn't get a 20. Armor class 20 was that first
That's
roll.
a hit. That is a hit.
Bites you for a d8 plus 3. 8 points de damage. 8 points de damage, Cuthbert.
That's-
And then you've got the big one, has got...
Needs to make
Parker.
a saving throw first.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom 14.
It rolls a 15, making a 16, which means it's made its save.
So it takes half of this. Takes
Half of 20, so it takes 10
10.
points of damage. Yeah, okay. This thing is going to attack Uncle Buggy or Parker. 1 to 6. 1 to 6 it attacks Buggy. No, 1 to 3 it attacks Buggy. 4 to 6 it attacks Parker. It attacks Buggy.
Oh, give me a break.
First attack, it rolls a 4. I don't believe it. Second attack, it rolls. It's got 2. It rolls
another 4.
Loser.
Is that Buggy
So the thing
crying?
here is that the blue dice of power are fantastic for making saving throws, but for some reason, when I try and kill Johnny's characters... Oh, actually, no, I have to say that. It's the only character I have actually successfully managed to kill. So
Yes, that's true.
We move to the top of the round. Round 3 starts with Bugraft. It's your
Uncle
chance to
I'm
thump.
going to thump it again. So roll this. That's 7. So roll 15.
Is a hit.
I do 8.
Points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Then my next hit, I roll again and I roll 10.
10 in total.
Yeah.
That is not sufficient to wound the mimic. Let's go on to Burple.
How's everyone do for hit points?
Good.
Okay.
I've got
Okay, for
36 left.
36 out of how many?
55.
All right, well, I'll hit it with my sword. which
You're
I
running
don't-
up and thumping it with the sword of Zosiel.
So that hits.
Armor class nothing.
Shitting cock, and it's a 1. So that's the end of my round.
Yeah, unless you want to gamble.
Well, there's no point because I only get 1 attack anyway. So
Oh, well,
that's
there we
it.
are. That's you done.
That's
What about,
just a brilliant round.
What
Absolutely
about
brilliant.
the cleric of Lady Luck, Sessions Iba?
Well, sessions people will start by whacking with the
The crushing coin.
crushing coin.
Crushing coin, crushing coin, crushing coin.
Crushing coin rolls an 11.
11 is a miss.
Okay, crushing coin's a bit of a failure this round. And I'm
That
going...
wasn't the greatest crush of the coin of crushingness. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm creeping over to there.
Creeping.
Creeping.
Parker.
Oh, actually, I just wonder, can I move to past Burple?
Yeah, so you're moving far enough to pull the other
The other one on the
mimic
ground
into. Yeah,
my...
got it.
Don't I get hurt by this?
No,
No.
I chose not to hurt you.
Oh,
Would you like to be hurt? I could have
No,
always
no.
not have nominated you as a safe
That's extra.
target.
Yeah. He's a monkey, lives in a trunk. His name is Mr. Parker. What do you want to do?
He's going to attack this large mimic.
Yeah.
First attack is a 2. That's not very good. Second attack
Oh
is
dear.
a 4. Oh, dearie me.
Welcome to my world.
Flurry of blows. An 11. That is.
Damn it. That's going to be enough, I think.
Armor class 17.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1d6 plus 3. That's 7 points of damage. And
Yep.
the second unarmed strike. Oh, God, it's a 3. Oh, dearie me.
What an absolute shit show of a round.
That was an
Parker.
absolute ship show. Ship show.
Ship
of
show?
A ship shop.
It was a shit show.
Ship
Ship shape.
show of a ship shopped round.
Cuthbert.
Well, I've had enough of trying to,
Yeah, we've got enough trying to escape, which is pointless.
which is actually pointless. I'm just going to thwack it
Yeah.
with the +1 short sword of the East Wind,
Mhm.
and I roll a 25.
That is enough. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this hitherto unwounded one, of course.
Roll a 1, getting 5 points of damage,
Yeah, well, 5 is just not going to make any difference.
and then there's a rapier, armor class 18.
Is enough.
And the rapier damage is another great 5 points of damage.
And it's looking a little bit battered, but not
It's looking a bit
particularly
annoyed.
bothered.
Angry?
It's been looking annoyed from the beginning. Right, it's going to chomp you.
Right.
At advantage, innit?
Yeah, well,
first attack. Oh no, it's got to make a saving throw before it does anything. Sorry, my
Yes.
mistake.
Oh, well, it
Do
was...
you want to take that rice? Do you want to take that rice cake as a saving throw? Do you want to take that dice roll as a saving throw?
I will take that dice roll as an attack, actually.
Okay. Well, it's going to separately make the saving throw against the Spirit Guardians with the team. Sugar. How much damage? Sessions?
So it's 17 radiant damage.
17, and it failed its save. Okay. So Cuthbert, first attack is a miss.
Yeah.
And the other one is a 7 as well. So they're both misses, which is just really annoying. The other one has also got to make a save against Sessions and spell rolls a 10. It's not going to be enough. Is that? Do you roll the damage again, Sessions? What's the deal?
Yeah, I would have thought so. 11.
Its hold on life is precarious. What's it going to do? It can go for Parker, it can go for Burple, it can go for both of them because it's got 2 pseudopods. Well, it's going to attack Parker with the first pseudopod and see how it does. 19. Armor class 23.
Yeah.
Parker. Okay, so you take a d8 plus 3 for starters, and you're stuck to it. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Then it is going to attack Burple with the other pseudopod.
Why? Why would it do
Because
that?
it's spreading the love, and it hits armor class 15, which is not going to be enough, is it?
No.
Okay. Top of the round, round 4.
Top of the round.
Top of the round to you, Bugraft. What do you want to do? Oh God, it could have attacked Bug. Oh,
Exactly.
Uncle Buggy.
Exactly.
damn it!
I'm attacking it with my OK sword. First hit is a 12.
12 is a miss.
And the second attack with the not so bad sword is 15.
Is a hit. Yes, with a not so bad sword. Ooh,
Alright.
this might be enough.
And then I'm going to do this much damage.
You
14
chop
point
it into.
damage.
It is destroyed.
Yeah.
It is an ex-mimic.
It is an ex-mimic,
It
whatever
has
it once
ceased to
was
be.
pretending to be. Burple.
Burple of
There's
the
one left.
Herpish
It's the one on Cuthbert.
will. What's he got? I don't really want to burn another spell.
This thing is looking.
Scared?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how does a mimic look scared? I mean, I suppose they give a very good impression of that, don't they?
I will. Is that an action? It's just rubbish. Really? That's a. Sorry, this is not very interesting. I appreciate.
You're right.
Yeah, shut
Alright,
up.
don't do it again.
Shut up. Right.
Shut your hole.
Shut it. Hole. How can you all fail at the same time?
How can you all fail at the same time?
I'm going to move.
Shut your hole
to...
is from Hell Comes to Frogtown. How can you all fail at the same time? Is from Space Hunter. Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Yes. I think they were both Michael Ironside, if I remember correctly. I could have that wrong. I'm going to move up to that one and strike it. So, hitting armor class
9.
9.
Armor class
Hitting
rubbish.
armor class.
Hitting armor class
not
9.
enough. Is a miss.
It's a 9, Mike. It's
a
not,
9.
It's not
It's
just a
not-
7
no,
or
no,
anything.
no,
It's a 9.
What about Session Zeeper?
I am going to advance the crushing coin, but it can't get all the way there.
Okay.
And I think I will just...
Magnificent beer, by the way, Paul.
Oh, which one are you drinking? Like 0-0?
No, Cloudwater Pale.
Oh.
It's just like miraculously delicious, but anyway, it's not.
I just stay put and allow the spirit guardians
Yeah.
to shred the mimic.
Parker, my little green friend.
Parker will advance round the crate and start thumping it again. Oh, a 3
no, he
again. Well, what do you
Rolling's
know?
not been great
Oh,
after that first
embarrassing.
What do
round,
you
has it?
know? 13.
13's gonna be enough,
That's an 18. It's plus 5.
18 is a hit. Yep.
18 is a hit. D8 plus 3 is 9 points of damage.
Yep. Okay.
How ropey is it looking?
It's looking.
Very, very, very ropey or very ropey?
It's looking semi-ropey, like a small ball of string.
Okay, then we'll do flurry of blows on it. 14 to 20
20 is a hit.
is a hit,
obviously.
obviously. So that's a d6 plus 3, which is 6 points of damage. And the second unarmed strike is a natural 20.
Do you want to gamble?
No,
or do
we
you
don't
take-
want to gamble. We're going to take the extra dice because then that's 3d6. Oh, dearie me. 5 plus 3 is 8 points of damage.
Is enough. You thump it on its bombs and turn it into Angel Delight.
Lovely.
Well, that's made a lot of noise, and nobody has come to look to see what's going on.
And Cuthbert's like looking around going, I had it covered. I was under control here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I don't think so.
You are left in this chamber. What do you want
Warehouse.
to do?
We want to, well,
Search
yeah,
Search,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Take 20 on
And
searching.
There's a gap to the north and the south, as far as I
Okay.
can see.
I'm going
Let's-
to bash this
Listen
door down.
doors.
Can everybody be calm? Let's go around the table. Lucas, what does Parker want to do?
Parker wants to go up to the north, where there appears to be a gap,
Yeah.
and have a
There's
look.
a door.
in
There's a
there.
door there.
Oh, it's a door.
Mhm.
Okay. Go up and listen at that door.
When you say listen, are you just standing next to it, or are you going to properly actually put your ear up against it and listen? It's relevant to how well you.
Another mimic.
Yeah, well, you never know. I mean, it would be a particularly well-behaved and trained mimic if it had been sitting there all this time. Imagine its little
Yeah.
eyes just looking, darting backwards and forwards. Hold.
No, I'm going to have a proper listen at the door.
Okay, so as you listen at the door, the moment you touch it, all of that area in front of it, Parker, is a pit trap. Can you give me a reflex save, please?
Why is that?
We haven't had a pit trap for ages.
No.
Pit-
this
Yeah,
is why
it's
I've-
old school.
Yes.
I thought it was time that we, here we go.
With
Can you give
gelatinous
me a
cube at the bottom of it.
dexterity save, please, Parker?
Dexterity
You really want to make that
save.
save? You really want to
You
make that
kind of
save?
do want to make it, yeah.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Uh-oh.
In total.
Well, you didn't
That's
make it.
probably
I think
didn't
it's,
make it.
No, you absolutely 100%. Oh dear, didn't make the save.
Pit trap filled with green slime.
Well, it's a pit trap filled with spikes.
Ouch. Poison spikes. Rusty.
Well, God,
With
blimey,
green slime.
Parker, you are plunged into
Oh god, it's
Oh,
quite
hello.
big.
Oh, it's big.
a
Ooh,
big pit trap. Yeah,
Oh, I'm glad I'm where I was.
the whole area around the door just disappears underneath your feet.
Oh, so it was touching the door that triggered it and not walking over that area of 9 squares.
Yeah.
It's a good job we all went round the door like we normally
Did
do.
you give me any
Yeah.
kind of passive perception check on that beforehand?
You need to make an active perception check to spot a trap mechanism.
Okay.
Good try, Giuliani.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The press conference will be
It's all a
held.
bit Four Seasons landscaping here.
Yeah, I'm lying at the bottom of the pit saying, I'm about to announce a press conference.
It's a 40-foot drop.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Slow fall.
You take 4d6 bludgeoning damage. Let's start with
Okay.
that.
First 10 foot 3.
Where did that rule come from?
What?
Oh, back in the second edition.
Okay, so
Does
I have...
anybody know that it really is free?
I can look it up.
Yeah,
Is it going to be in the DM's guide or player's handbook?
Player's handbook.
middle-aged men looking things up on computers.
4d6, did you say?
Hold up, falling damage. Here we go, geezer. I got it. No, I haven't. I'm sorry, the search results in D&D Beyond for falling damage include a couple of things that make sense. Feather token and feather fall. The next thing is Thomas T. Toad. Then the next result is skeletal juggernaut.
The searching is not great.
Falling, here we go. A fall from a great height is one of the most common hazards facing an adventurer. At the end of a fall, the creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell to a maximum. A rule I think has been introduced as a result of namby-pamby nanny statism. 20d6. The creature lands prone and so forth. Right, so you take 46 points of damage. Well, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
There's
so
no way around it.
I have slow fall.
Oh, God, I knew it. Fucking monks. Yes, Spot.
He strokes the
tell me.
walls and slows down
Yes, he strokes his balls and slows
You
down.
can use your reaction
Yes.
to tread air.
to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level, being 25. So 4d6.
Minus 25.
This
Minus
is a fucking
25.
Peter Crouch's
Yes.
Hidden Tiger again, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
a
0. Well
absolute...
done.
Oh, God. And now we do the spike damage,
Yes.
which I am tempted to improvise up a little.
Now.
You're hit by 1d4 spikes. No, I'm playing it absolutely as it is. You're hit by 1d4 spikes. Rolling a d4 crappiest dice in the cannon.
Yes.
One spike. Let's hope it goes somewhere important. It has to roll to hit you at +6. Oh, this is not going to work, is it? Here we go, rolling a d20. Please. Please.
Yes.
I'm plus 14.
So you basically just fall into
40
my
foot into spikes.
perfectly prepared. I've been sitting here waiting, going yes, yes, yes. And when I said, "Are you going to listen at the door, just stand there, or are you going to actually push your ear up against the door and really properly engage with it?" And you said you were going to do that. I was like, "Yes, I've got him! I've got him!"
He takes no damage. He flaps his little wings. He
Like-
gently glides down in between the spikes.
Like a cat.
All right then, sessions.
Well,
Throw him a rope.
oh yeah, he's got to get out now.
Probably
hasn't
doesn't need it. He can probably run up the wall.
he? I will.
I've got this special monkish ability. I can use
Now
my
you come
tongue
to
to
mention that.
lick my way up the wall.
Whatever's happened to Parker's voice, I think that spike did go somewhere.
Okay,
the
I'll
obvious
take
question-
out my rope and I will dangle it down the edge.
As he actually said to the bishop.
Okay, so you're dangling a rope. Bonds, what do you want to do with Burple?
I'm wondering about this, right? So nobody's come due to the noise. There's a pit trap in front of the door that goes off when you touch it. The whole basically room is. Is there another way in?
To the warehouse. Not that you've seen.
To the main house.
Isn't it all a warehouse?
This whole block is one single contiguous building with only one set of doors.
With only one set of doors.
Mm-hmm.
There's no any other obvious way in.
Nope.
Just. So she was sent here. She would have,
Maybe to kill her.
yeah,
Dispose
hide
of the
or trace,
evidence.
to kind of dispose of the trail, for want of a better term.
Could be, couldn't it? Although there are, yeah. Why am I interjecting? Yeah.
I don't know because
I'm not in the
you can't stop talking.
friend guide storyteller. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little wary of doing anything here. I might fill up the pit with water or something.
Mm-hmm.
You could help
Acid.
with the rope because I think Parker's going to be heavy to pull out.
All right, I'll pull Parker out.
Okay, what about Cuthbert?
Cuthbert is going to, without touching this door,
Yeah.
he's going to listen at the door.
Without touching it.
Well, why don't you check for traps first?
He's
of all?
going to reach out with his senses.
I'm going to check for traps. Rolling. It's
Oh,
just.
dear.
Yeah, you think it looks fine.
I'd like to roll double digits at some point this session.
Stop moaning.
It looks fine.
Can I open the door?
You could try to open it.
Can I try to open the door?
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked just like the other one. Uncle Buggy?
Can I try and kick this door down? That's the western side.
You absolutely can. Give me a strength check.
Okay, so add 2 to this. I rolled a 4.
4 is not enough.
The door
your
kicks back.
Puny little hobbity limbs. flap
We're
against
rolling
the
so
door
badly.
like wet pieces of paper. Parker, you can climb up the rope.
Can I climb up the wall back to the door, or is it better
You can
to?
give it a shot. Yeah.
Does it look like? Is it a sheer? I mean, has it got?
It doesn't look like it's been so set up to be unclimbable.
What I'll do is I'll climb up the rope first of all. That's the easiest thing.
Right.
Do you need a climb check?
Yeah, give me a climb check. Give me an athletics climb check, please. Just don't roll anything awful.
Here we go.
You did roll something awful.
3.
Oh, well, then you failed. You
So
failed
basically
to
I-
even climb a rope.
I just ended up steadying off.
Did you? At the bottom of the rope. Okay, so Sessions, you're standing there looking down at Parker, who can't climb over a rope. Burple, you're holding on to the other end of the rope that Parker is failing to climb. Do you want to do anything else? No. Cuthbert,
So,
Can Cuthbert try and pick the lock, please? He's
you
got
most certainly can.
thieves' tools.
Give it a shot.
17 plus 3 for
double
the
Is
figures.
enough? Is
thingy.
enough.
So it's 20. So I unlock the door.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, I'll open it.
You reveal a chamber. There's basically nothing in here apart from a ladder that leads up to an extension of that gallery. So that gallery that's running north to south through the main room continues into this room, and you know that there's a door between this room at gallery level and the gallery in the main room. So
Yep.
it looks like maybe this is the way. I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe
There's
there's
a
a
ladder.
secret door up here.
There's a route we can follow.
Yeah, it's Uncle Buggy. What do you want to do?
Right, I'm going to kick this door open again. Oh,
No, it's hopeless. It's all embarrassing. It's
So
like,
old. The Zimmer frame
dear.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Going back around the table, starting again. Oh God, this is Barrett Parker stuck at the bottom of the pit.
right.
Want to try again?
Yeah, we're going to try again.
Can you roll a 4 or higher?
I can roll a 13
make it.
in total this time.
You can climb up the rope, and you are.
Lovely. Okay.
Sessions,
I'll stay where I am for the time being.
Burple.
This is a door.
It's where I think there's a door.
That's on the top of a walkway, you think?
There's a ladder.
How do we get to the ladder? Through this door down here? I'll move
Okay,
up to the top.
So you're going to zoom into that room that Cuthbert opened and climb up the ladder.
Yes.
When you do that,
When you do that, yes, the ladder collapses and pulls down a portion of the catwalk as well,
Okay.
from above you.
Yeah.
Can you make
There's quite a lot
a
of traps here, aren't there?
dexterity saving throw?
DC.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay. I roll a 13.
13 is enough.
Oh, rolling really badly today.
Just enough. And you take half of the following damage. You take half of this, which is going to be hopeless. 3 plus another 7. You take 3 points of damage. I guess you put one foot on the bottom rung. You start putting some weight on it. The whole thing just goes... And you jump back, and you take a little bit of damage from falling bits and bobs, but that'll be enough.
what a
Right.
lethal trap. God, I'm glad I didn't climb the ladder.
You're still trying to get through your door.
That's true.
We
My trap.
just sort of
Someone
like-
want to... Cuthbert, do you want to try and open this door?
Is Bugraft, is that door unlocked or locked?
I'm
like
having a
Tom
bit of
and Jerry
trouble trying
show
to
or
open it. I
something,
think
isn't it?
maybe it's a job for a thief.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to the door. I will try and pick the lock.
Bugraft seems to have lost his voice again, by the way.
Is he dirty?
Can I move back away from the door or sort of lean back?
So Bugraft steps to one side.
I get minimum of 19 plus whatever, so I'll
19
get
is
22.
plenty. The lock goes...
I'll open the door.
Well, this is not an empty chamber. This is a packed chamber. It's
Excellent.
just absolutely floor to ceiling. Old
Traps.
bobbins.
Old
Boxes, bookcases overflowing with ledgers, papers, no apparent order or sense to anything.
ransack it.
I mean, there's a
activate
load
the
of
traps in there.
Load
Stuff.
of mix.
You reckon it would take them a while? It would take you a while to properly go through it, but you could go through it, of course. Yeah.
I think we've got to find a way through to the northern part of this
Well, yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah, you could do.
I think maybe what we need to do is search the northern wall that's not got the pit trap in it. Take a bit closer look, see if there's any evidence of moving, like, you know, are there crates and stuff we can move? But it's
Well, who wants to do what? Parker is. I mean, I'm just going around the table. I'm going around the table in a sort of...
we're not in.
Right.
informal sequence, but you can
Well,
do
how
whatever you want
difficult
to
is it
do.
going to be to stack up a couple of barrels or crates?
Not
we
that
can-
difficult, you think? No,
Let's
not
move
difficult
a
at all.
few barrels and crates to where this upper walkway is, and we can just climb up that way.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
what I was going to
It
suggest.
wouldn't take
as
you
well.
long to build a sort of climbable thing.
Parker will do that.
I'm searching this room.
Bugraft is running into the other chamber.
Searching the room with all the papers and having a look, see if there's anything of interest.
You're going to dedicate a little bit of time to that while the
Well,
others are doing something else.
Cuthbert will come in
carefully
and
case
help.
it's a trap.
Help.
Give me...
Cuthbert
Okay,
will do it with
Cuthbert
both.
and Bugraft, then can you both give me investigation checks?
Investigation. 15.
Cuthbert gets a 15 in total. Yep.
Yeah.
And Buggy gets a 6 in
no,
total.
I get 5 actually.
A 5 in total. You don't find anything of interest.
It's just old paperwork and rotting
Parker and
stuff.
Sessions are piling crates
Yeah.
and stuff to make a little kind of set of steps up to the gallery. What about Burple? Does he want to join in with either group?
Why does Graham think there's a door there?
Well, somehow you've got to be able to get into the northern bit without falling into the pit trap, haven't you?
Oh, I see. So it might be on the walkway.
It could be. It's odd to have the walkway without it doing something.
Now we've built the thing, you can climb up that.
Okay, well I'll go up there. I'll go up the tower.
Okay,
I just think the whole thing is a big trap.
that's fine. There's not much to be said about the walkway itself. It looks pretty plain.
Does it feel solid?
When you start putting your weight on it, yeah, it feels completely solid, yeah.
And is there a door where Graham thinks there is a door, or do I need to go up and search
Well,
for
you
it?
can't see a door there, no.
Okay, pod, search, move up, have a search.
Okay, so can you give me an investigation check if you're kind of checking that wall for something?
I get... Jesus, an 8.
An 8 in total. You're kind of... Are you touching the wall?
No.
No. So you're peering at the wall. You're standing next to the wall. You're peering at it.
Yes.
And you can't see any obvious signs of a concealed door, a hairline crack, or anything like that.
Okay, guys, I can't see anything, but it might probably need somebody else to have a look. And then I move away quite carefully.
Yeah. There's a door to the south of you that you
Yes.
assume leads to... Okay, anyway, who else wants to
I'd
do
like
what?
to go and have a look at that, where I think the secret door. Yeah, investigation.
Again, are you touching the wall to see if there's anything there, or are you just sort of observing?
No, I'm gonna tap it with my mace.
There doesn't seem to be any obvious signs of anything there.
Can I go up to the northern wall
And
near,
I'll come back down.
where all the crates are, where the original mimic was, and see if there's any
Yeah.
evidence of a secret door or something
Well, so
kind
you're
of...
pulling all the gubbins
Yeah.
away from the wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
More
well,
to the point, investigate, see whether we can find the mechanism that
couple of you. Okay. Cuthbert and Parker are pulling stuff away from the walls to the north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Give
looking.
me a couple of investigation checks.
Okay.
And
Right.
while you're doing that, what about
Come on.
what about
Here we
Uncle
go.
Buggy and
Here we go. A 14. That's more like it.
a 14? You don't find any signs that there's a secret door or a hidden door there. Uncle Buggy, what are you going to do?
I rolled so badly for my search. I'm searching again.
Okay, give it a shot.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Keep rolling really
Okay.
badly.
Still don't find anything. What about
3.
Purple is skulking in the southern part of the catwalk. Sessions, you're at the
I'm
bottom.
going to now
Are you-
go in and investigate this room full of papers.
Okay, yeah. Give me
Burbo's
an
coming back down,
investigation
and
check.
he's going to go outside.
What about
Yeah.
underneath the mezzanine layer? We haven't looked there yet. Where Sessions thought the secret door was, but underneath.
Sessions.
Rules of 5.
What's the total?
5.
You don't find anything in that office.
There might be a door at the top there.
I mean-
it's just you've rolled badly.
Both of us.
Well-
Well, you go and have a look.
Well, I will in a minute.
I'm rolling badly down here. I don't want to roll badly.
Are we in turn order, or are you just?
Mike,
You're not being disturbed. You're not being interrupted. You can kind of.
I'm going to go up the top, and I will check for...
Okay, but first of all, Graham, you jumped in there with something.
yeah, I'd like to use my luck to roll that D20 again.
This is searching the office.
Searching the office, yeah. Well, I improved by almost 50% to an 8.
Okay. Total of 8 is you don't find anything in that room. Cuthbert, you've clambered up onto the catwalk and you're now looking. Are you going to tell me about how you're looking for something on this wall? Are you touching anything?
I'm
or are
touching-
you just observing?
I'm trying to use my roguish skills to detect any secret doors, anything that's unusual with it, any loose brickwork, and
You're interacting with the wall.
I'm interacting with the wall.
You're touching it.
I'm
For
touching it for certain,
55 foot
Okay.
down into
Despite
space.
roll,
despite the
can you
fact
roll?
that something's going to collapse and kill me.
You're getting.
I roll a 14
A 14 in total.
in total.
It's DC 15, isn't it?
You find something.
What do I find?
Dun, dun,
I find that I'm
dun.
falling into a 50-foot pit with spikes at the bottom.
Yeah, you find it. Yes, exactly. You find a door. There is a concealed door in that wall at the northern end of the catwalk.
There you go.
Hurrah!
I'm not presuming so much as to think that you are going to open it, but you find it. You don't think there's a catch or a mechanism or a lock or anything. You think it's just a panel that you might either push or pull.
I'll
Okay.
come up. You can let me open it if you want.
Parker is running up to join you.
I'll come up.
All gets very exciting. Yeah, if you want me to move, I'll move back. Yeah,
Everybody's
you see,
getting
now
excited
all
now.
the hangers on.
Everybody's piling up onto the catwalk. Okay. Okay.
The
Is anybody
catwalk.
actually going to open this
Yes,
door?
and I will open the door.
Well, you reveal something.
No, after you. No, me. No.
Looking further and further away.
Bugger off, are you really going to reverse all that way?
What?
Parker,
No. Okay, I got
Ooh, that looks interesting.
you open the door and you're
Yeah.
opening it onto a set of stairs that lead down and to your left into a high-ceilinged chamber about the same
Yeah.
size as the warehouse, but it's divided. You can see all
Oh,
round
these are
because there's grills. It's divided into cells.
Ugh. And
So
what's
you're
that?
looking down into this thing. The set of stairs run down. There's an oblong landing area at the bottom of the stairs, and there's a door that's open leading out.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking across a chamber.
Yeah.
You can only presume you're looking across the roof of a couple of cells to your right, and then you
Yeah.
can see the roof of a couple of cells across from you, right?
Yeah.
Because they're not full height.
Yeah.
So they're boxed off, but you can see into them because you can see through. They've got grills running across the front, so
Yeah.
you can really effectively see the whole chamber. The
Right.
foot of the stairs, there's a couple of chests, and you hear as you open the door a voice, a female voice, say, "Hello, hello, who is it? Can you help me?" It's coming from one of the cells.
Yeah.
Sessions, are you at the top of your kind of tower of crates?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think at the end
But
of
my attention is now focused on the ever-burning torch I'd forgotten to steal. So I'm probably heading back over there to make sure we liberate that.
Parker, you've opened the door. There's voice. I mean, somebody is
Well
anybody
remembered,
responding
Graham.
to this
Yeah.
voice?
So, I will. I'm just looking at the map. So there are basically 5 cells that are all the same size as the stairwell that is in front of me, right? And then a central corridor.
You infer that from looking down at the roofs of the cells and seeing the gates. Yeah.
I could pretty much see into the 3 cells on the left wall from where I am. There's no real sort of hiding place there. But
It's difficult to tell where that voice came from as it echoes up from wherever, but you can't see anybody, at least in the front parts of the cells, that you can see into.
We've got a map showing cells,
Yeah.
and the reality is we can't see
no,
into
I
them.
understand.
You can see into the opposite ones.
These chests, do they look at all like the mimics we've just?
Well, they wouldn't, but I mean, they just look like chests. I mean,
Okay,
what do you
I
want
was
me to
just
say?
thinking, given that we've just basically fought 3 mimics,
What you
is
learned
there a
about
perception check that you can do to?
I can sort that out.
Yeah.
I'm going to
how?
advance to up near Parker, and I'll bring with me my spirit guardians,
Oh
which
yeah.
I would think now are running through the chests.
Yes, that's right. They are.
Are we out of round sequence?
I think we're out of round sequence, Cuff, but
Okay.
yes.
Surely the mimics would move or react in some way to having to take damage and
They
being
might do.
hit by.
I'm going to run up
these.
to one of the chests.
You can do, because if they react now, they'll be within it.
Okay, so much for stealth.
Well, Cuff, but you're going to run through the door and down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm going to do it stealthily, though, if I can take a stealth.
Okay,
Do a
fair
stealth.
enough.
Okay, well, this voice calls out again. Hello? I mean, give me a stealth
go
check to
down.
see how quietly you run down the stairs.
20.
Yeah, you pad down the stairs quietly.
Maybe we should establish where
I'll go down the stairs. I might as well
so
go
the
quietly.
pit trap on the stairs isn't there then?
There's chests. I'm surprised we're not shoving each other out the way.
They just try and catch you up
Okay.
with what you can see. Bugraft and Cuthbert looking into the two cells directly opposite that you can now see clearly into from the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
They seem to be empty.
Right. Okay.
I rolled 18 on my stealth check.
Okay, that's good.
Can I check the chests for traps?
You want to make an investigation check, or do you want to inspect them without touching them?
I'll make an investigation check. I've got thieves' tools and all that kind of stuff, so I can.
You're taking out your probe.
Taking out my probe. Unfortunately, my investigation is never very good. Oh, will I get a?
Well,
I get a 16.
you don't detect any mechanisms or anything that looks suspicious. It just looks like a normal chest. You don't think, looking at the clasp, that it's locked.
Have a look in.
Roll me a d6, and I'll tell you which chest you've opened.
Okay. Rolling a d6. I roll a 4.
Chest 2. You've elected to open chest 2. There is a bag in there.
Okay. How big is it? What's it made of? Is it
It looks like a sort of sack, a bit like a standard provender sack.
kind of Hessian-y thing?
Size of a small carrier bag.
Is it secured in any way, or is it just a kind of
It's just lying there at the bottom of the chest.
Does it appear to have anything in it?
yeah?
Might be a good question.
You can't see into it. It's just lying there limp. It doesn't seem to have any kind of bulge.
I'll pick it up by its neck. Is it empty?
Are you putting your hand in there?
No, I'm holding it up, so I should be able to see. If
You're
it's
looking into it?
no,
Reduce
I'm,
ahead.
I'm holding it up.
It seems to be empty.
Okay, I shall look into it.
There's nothing in there. In fact, there's too much nothing in there. There's much more
Bag of
nothing in there than
holding.
there should be.
It's a bag of
Bag
holding.
of holding.
Thank you very much indeed. I'll
Wait,
put
Paul,
that.
just because you found it doesn't mean it's yours.
This is what.
How many times have
Straight
we
in there.
explained that to you?
He's still only just picked it up, and he's looking at it, and already Johnny's straight in there. It's
Boys,
not. It's
where
not
are
yours,
you?
you know.
It's just the way he says it's mine now.
The voice calls out again.
I'm going to say, voice, where are you?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, we're busy. We found some magic. Sorry, can you just
We'll
hold
be
on a
with you in
sec?
an hour or so.
Just wait a minute.
Where are you?
I'm chained up. I can't. I'm in the back of one of the. I'm in one of the cells.
I'm going to have a look down the.
Are you in imminent danger?
So Bugraft, you are now standing between the two middle cells, as it were.
Anybody there?
There's nobody in the cell to your west, as we've already established.
And to the east.
But the cell to your east, there is somebody in there. It's not a woman, and they're not conscious. Apparently, it's like it looks like a male figure, a human male, but I mean, in not great. Give me a perception check.
9.
They're either asleep or they're unconscious. They don't smell very nice. They smell like they've
Died.
lost control of their functions. They're huddled up in a bundle at the back of the cell. It looks like there's a shackle around one of their ankles. And then the voice calls out again, Bugraft, and it's coming from the next cell up to the north and on
Okay,
the right.
well, I'll go up to a bit further north and peer in that cell on the east side.
There's a girl in there, an elven girl.
Hello, my name Bugraft.
New
Oh, the
voice.
voice has changed back again, yeah. There's some double doors next to you as well, Bugraft, leading to the north.
Okay.
This lady looks at you. She looks distressed. She looks unkempt, but she's wearing quite fine clothing.
Who are you?
My name is Ilya Starmane. Are you here to rescue me?
Yes, what are you doing here?
You're a bit short for a stormtrooper.
Very good.
Let's not let Bugraft and Cuthbert dominate proceedings. Sessions, Burple, Parker, what do you want to do?
Slightly nervous about moving forward.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, you can...
You kill
Well,
the
I'm going to
prisoners.
move my
Oh, yes.
spirit guardian straight through the cell with the unconscious person if I try and get on the stairs.
They're like incorporeal, aren't they? They flitter through solid objects.
I think for the moment, Sessions.
I could switch it off, but I thought maybe I'll stay where I am in case we need it
Yeah.
imminently.
I would.
How long does it last?
Very good question.
Oh, ages.
We don't know whether the guy in the middle cell might not suddenly turn out to be wormed or something. Yeah.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Nice.
10 minutes?
Well, Sessions, why don't you just stay there and basically keep guard at the door? Parker will move down the stairs.
And Burple, what's Burple doing?
Burple's going to move into the hall, down the stairs, and out to
so
the main
we've got
corridor.
Bugraft and Parker and Burple all in the corridor.
Yeah.
Cuthbert
And I'll
at the foot
start-
of the stairs with the chest, and Sessions waiting in the room before.
I'll start looking at
The
the
north
other
wall,
cells.
Mike.
Yes.
You got the double doors. Does the wall go
Yes.
all the way to the ceiling?
Yes, the wall goes all the way. Excuse me.
Yes, it does. That's fine.
The wall goes all the way to the ceiling. So the doors are about 8 foot high. Let's say 6, 7, 8 foot high.
Okay.
But it's a conventional height door. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll continue moving up to the
Why
cell
doesn't
next to
someone
Bugger.
deal with the unconscious body? Then I could at least move on to the stairs.
Is it unconscious?
By the way, all the gates are closed and locked.
Oh,
I'll say to this elf girl, who is your friend? He doesn't look very well.
He's not very well, although I'm not sure because I don't know how long I've been here, to be honest. It's all a bit of a dream.
Who are you? Where are you from?
I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know how long I've been here. The man next door, he's called, I think he's called Gattle. I think he's called...
Gattle.
Sorry. I knew this was going to be a problem. I think he's called Gattle.
All right.
Okay, sorry. I think he's called... I think his name is Gattle Wattle.
Gattle Wattle.
I think his name is Gattle Wattle. I think he's a tax collector. He slipped free from sanity. Oh, well, I don't know how long ago, because I'm not sure how long I've been here. I don't know if I've been here for weeks or months. I don't know if my family know where I am.
What
I have
do you
no
do?
idea.
Who are your people?
Oh, well, I'm part of this. Cuthbert, you're listening to this conversation. Give me an intelligence check.
An intelligence check. Well, as we know, Cuthbert is not the brightest.
Well, let's.
so
you
it's
know,
one
Join
of
the rest
this.
of us.
He gets a 10.
You've heard of the Starmain family, Cuthbert. You know them.
Yeah.
They are a rich family of elven merchants.
Okay.
Might get a reward.
Well, hello. They live in some plush pad in Nine Deeps.
Okay.
You don't remember there being an Ilya Starmain or anything like that, but you do know that you do recognise the surname.
I will relay this back on to everybody else.
Well,
As I'm
hello.
poking
Have you
my
seen
head.
anyone else while you've been here?
Well, sometimes they come and go. She sort of nods to, indicates the double doors.
Right.
Sometimes they bring food, but then I don't know. Sometimes I seem to spend an awful lot of time asleep, and then I wake up and I don't know what day it is.
So they've been drugging you.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's.
What date do you remember last before being here? What's the last date you remember?
Well, the last date I remember is well, I think that it's. I've been counting actually,
Yes.
and if I've got it right, it's the 7th of January.
No.
Close.
What is the date?
What date did you think you got here?
This is the thing. I've only counted the days where I've remembered, and sometimes I'm not quite sure what I haven't done. But I was taken during Spin, taken during the festival.
Right.
So it's
that
now
means
Fumbulary. It's the 20-something of Fumbulary. I can't even say it.
Spin is the festival between Dismember and January.
yeah.
But aren't we in the
We know what
15th
that is,
of
Mike. Everyone knows
February?
what that is.
So
Yeah,
about a
it's
month.
the 18th of Fumbulary.
Is it now?
What were you doing when you were taken?
I was at a party,
Mm.
a spin party, and it was quite a raucous affair. And I was chatting to some very I thought a rather engaging and I have to say rather handsome chap, and we were having a drink.
What
and
was his
that's all
name?
I remember. Oh, I cannot remember his name. I'm very sorry. I've got no idea.
An elf or a human?
Oh, a human.
Colour?
Why
What
would
colour hair?
Anyone keep you here?
What colour hair? I think he had dark hair.
Well, that's going to narrow it down to about 50,000.
Can you describe the person who brings you food?
Oh well, he's like a low life type.
And they come through those doors, do they, when they bring the food?
Yes. She indicates the doors to the north.
Okay.
Most of the time, food is there when I wake up after one of my strange sleeps. I think I've got a strange memory that they've been here before and they've taken me through those doors, but I don't remember anything else after that. And then I wake up back in here, and I think I've seen Gattle Wattle.
Gattle wattle.
Again, I could have been dreaming, but I think I've seen him being led through those doors and then being brought back.
Right.
Hmm.
How
Do
often?
we want to let her out? Because she might be a bit of a liability.
Yes, I think we do want to let her out.
If you free me, I'd be ever so grateful. Maybe my father would reward you. I don't know. Certainly I could reward you. If you can find my possessions, they've taken them off me. You can have anything that's mine.
Did you have anything that was good to have?
Oh, well, yes, I've got...
Bag of holding?
I have a periapt.
Oh,
and I have a little bit of money, and I have a very nice cloak which they took off me, and I don't know where that's gone.
right.
Have we opened both chests?
Not yet.
No, you haven't. No.
Back to chest number 2.
Chest number one, which Cuthbert
Chest
is
number
standing next to.
You've elected to open chest number 1.
Yes.
Chest number 1 contains a periapt
But no cloak.
and an embroidered sky blue cloak
Oh.
that looks like it's of very good manufacture. And there's a couple of there's a scattering of little bits of jewellery, a couple of rings and stuff, which you're not sure about. You think they're probably tolerably valuable, but they look like they've just been discarded at the bottom of this box.
Okay.
Roll for the magic.
Okay, I'm going to go up and
Not
listen
sure
at
we
these
should take
doors at the north wall. With a 10 plus 2, so 12.
You can hear sloshing. That's what you can hear.
Sloshing.
Well,
What's
we need
Sloshing as in
sloshing.
regular sloshing or
Like
like
Water.
It doesn't sound like something moving through water. It sounds like water lapping. It sounds like the river. It sounds like water
Well,
lapping
we're
against
built
a
over
stone.
The
Ah,
warehouse
so like
is
a
built in
boathouse or
piles
something.
over the
Yes.
river, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Doors open towards you.
These bars, gates, do they look solid?
They're not like super secure. You'd have thought that somebody who really knew what they were doing might be able to pick the lock.
Right.
You'd have thought that smashing the bars open would probably it would make an awful lot of noise. I don't know if that's a concern of yours, and it would require really quite serious effort.
All right.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the lock. I'm going to go at picking the lock, and I'm also going to give
On
her
her
back
cell,
on her cell, and also give her back the periapt, the cloak, and the jewellery.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Right
agree.
things to do.
let's start with the lock picking exercise. Does anybody else want to do anything while Cuthbert is picking the lock? Sessions, I'm assuming you're still hanging back.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they seem to be. Yeah.
The
Rather
doors
dull
to
at
the
back
north.
here.
You said they're closed, but are they locked? I didn't get.
Are you
hear
going to
that.
try and open them?
No, I'm going to try and see if they're locked without opening them.
So you're going to try and turn the handle and just joggle the door a little bit to see whether or not
Yes.
there's any give at all. You think that they are not locked. Lucas, can you step into the broom cupboard with me just briefly?
Oh, I see.
Okay.
What the bloody hell is going on?
Well, this must be to do with.
Right, chaps. So when
I'm looking at Parker to see if anything odd's happened.
I just had this odd, weird sense of deja vu when I put my hand on the door handle.
Oh.
I don't. It's not quite clear. I asked whether it was like when I had the visions, not necessarily that, but some strange feeling of having experienced something.
Having been here before.
Don't know. Possibly it wasn't. It wasn't very. It's a bit weird.
If they're playing mind games, maybe your mind wiped. Maybe you're scaly.
Maybe the mirror.
So not only Paul, but Parker is now scaly.
Yeah.
I'm not scaly.
We got double
What's your arm
scaly
class?
in the party.
Right, you little bunch of scalies. What are you going to do next?
Question is, are we going to
No
leave?
wonder Sessions is still waiting in the other room, surrounded by whirling guardians. Yeah, okay.
Have you picked the lock, Cuthbert?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Right.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
Cuthbert, you go for it.
What do I
But
do?
Paul-
but I think we should open these
Roll a
doors.
d20.
as the
We never
next-
know. We never remember, Paul. Just roll a d20.
We'll roll a d20.
And if you get a number but then we'll have to look up the rule. Then we have to look up the rule.
50.
But we don't, because you always roll high enough that we don't have to ever look up the rule, which is why we never remember it for next time.
We can leave Mr. Smelly till later.
You successfully pick the lock and open the gate.
Mm-hmm. And she's chained.
Yeah, she's got an ankle shackle. Yeah,
Has it got a lock
have-
on it?
yeah,
Oh, I'll go and pick that as well.
yeah. That's a piece of piss lock. But give it a roll. Just don't roll something awful.
Well, now you've said that.
I mean, you just need any kind of implement. She just doesn't have an implement. 11 is going to be enough. Yeah, 11 is going to be enough. So you free her. She's very grateful. I mean, she's a bit standoffish. She's quality, Cuthbert. Yeah.
So am I.
She's that well.
And I'm
Okay.
also half elf.
She's not going to be effusive. She's a little bit reserved. Put it that way. She's posh. She's well posh.
She's well posh.
Are you handing her
Yes.
gear back? I can't
Yes.
take this. Take this, please. She presses the periapt.
I'll take
into
it.
her hand.
If you insist.
I'll put it in my bag of
Oh.
holding.
Please.
And she says,
Just run with it, Johnny. We'll sort it out.
I'm free. I'm free to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she does. She
Whoa,
looks
What?
nervous, and she just starts wandering. Heading.
May we call
to
on
the-
you?
You most certainly can. What's your names? Who are you? What brings you here?
Bagraft.
I didn't understand that. Was that a word, or was that just the noise that it makes?
Parker.
He's a bit weird.
Bagraft
Ignore him.
Flange is my name.
I am Burple the Bard.
I am Cuthbert Ouch.
Purple the Bard, Cuthbert. Oh, ouch, Splinter.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Okay,
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Semi-criminal.
I don't know how to thank you enough, but
I wouldn't
Cuthbert,
go
take
up the
that
stairs if I
parry
were
out.
you.
Thank you, I will.
She sees the flippity cards. So,
I can walk backwards.
okay, well, once it's free, she heads out. And Sessions, you see her emerge from the door onto the catwalk. She looks startled to see you.
Sessions.
Hello, you're with the...
Yes.
Thank you very much. I can... Oh, I think, yes, I see. I think I can... She sort of realizes that you've built a little
Down the
tower of
stairs.
packing crates. She starts working her way down. She goes into the warehouse and she fucks off. Thank you, she shouts as she leaves. Shh. You're left with the
We probably shouldn't have done that.
the unconscious mad person and the doors. What do you want to do? Let's keep pushing.
I'm going to open the door.
Yeah.
You open the door.
Got my sword out.
Don't we want to figure out what this periapp does first and then roll through everything?
We also may want to move the mad person out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm opening the door.
Cuthbert, can you pick the lock of the other cell?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give that a go. No, I absolutely fail with a 1.
If you pick the lock and move the other guy into the cell she was in, I can
Yes.
probably get down
Yep.
without running over him.
Without having to take it down.
Do we really want to? He might be wormy.
You think he might be wormy?
He might
I
be
don't think it's
wormy.
wormy. I think these guys were kidnapped. Whether they were brainwashed, they were obviously drugged, which is why they've got missing days. If they were sort of being either quizzed or
Fed to the beast.
to the beast, yeah. I was thinking more that they were being plumbed for information,
Maybe they're being drained of life energy or something.
maybe.
Maybe.
But I think that they might have been replaced by some other people, so they might have been relevant to the attack on the
Could be, yeah.
crowd. There's some nefarious plot afoot.
Yeah, we did rather let her go.
Well, we can find her again. That's why I was happy to let her go. We can.
Yeah.
Well,
Always
we can
find
find her
her.
if she really is who she said she was.
Oh, good point. Epic fail.
Well, we'll see.
Perhaps we should have done a sense motive.
Kindness will be rewarded later.
Yes.
Bugraft, you open the doors.
Yes, what do I see?
You can see into a chamber. It's a large chamber.
Yeah.
It looks like it's taking up the rest as your understanding of the structure, but it looks like the floor has largely given way. There's a stagnant pool of water. It looks like the water here has leaked in. Your sense was that this structure extends over the river, over the Emma water. But looking into this chamber, now you think, well, maybe those exterior walls actually go below water level. Because this looks like water that seeped in or filled this space rather than it being just looking down at the river flowing through an overhang or a boathouse area.
Right.
Give me a perception check. The water looks sort of soupy as well, Bugraft.
14.
But through that sort of soupy water, you think you can make out the dull glint of sharp objects under the surface of the water.
Spikes?
And it looks like somebody has taken the floor timbers, some of the floor timbers, and used them to build a sort of series of walkways that span the gaps between the areas of collapsed floor. So there is a way to cross the chamber. You can't see all of the chamber, but it seems to extend round to your right at the far end. What does anybody else want to do?
Well, I was
Yeah.
Parker, you don't get a weird sense of familiarity about this chamber.
So I only got the sense of familiarity as I opened the door.
As you touch the door specifically, yeah, you've got this weird little flash of like,
If
I've
I
done this
put my
before.
hand on the door handle again, does
No.
it come back? Is it just that moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Purple is casting Cure Wounds on himself.
Cuthbert is going to try again to unlock the lock with the what's his name in it.
Yep.
5. It'll be 6.
6 is not enough.
Nope. Well, then
This figure is not reacting to your activities. Sessions, you staying where you are? Are you still hanging back in the other chamber?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
Okay.
want to.
I'll step in.
Okay.
go up to the walkway.
The doors creak. Yep.
Is it dirty? I say.
Yeah, I suppose it's tolerably dirty.
I'd like to move. I'm going to come in
Yes.
and run down the stairs.
Okay.
Right. Ready?
He's at the back, yeah?
Who's at the back?
The guy.
Oh. Is he?
The unconscious chap is at the back of one of the
Yeah.
cells. You can stand somewhere where your spirit guardians don't get him. Yes.
Yeah.
So how stable does this walkway look?
The timbers look soggy.
Oh.
They look slippery. Give me a perception check.
14.
They look stable. You don't think they look precarious in the sense that they look like they're going to bear your weight. In fact, you think that you can make out, in the sort of slime that coats them, you can make out some disturbance that makes it look like people have used them.
Okay.
Will you give me a survival check?
I roll 21 with my survival check.
Your practiced eye can determine that there are tracks, what you think are humanoid tracks, going in both directions, going backwards and forwards across this plank that you're standing on. You think that you're going to have to apply a bit of effort and attention to remain stable while crossing these planks.
Okay, well, I'll go very carefully up to the first intersection.
You can see round the corner when you do that.
Anybody else coming in?
Yeah.
You can see that there is a door. This chamber is L-shaped, and the space of the L, to turn the L into a square, there's a door into that going south.
Can I carefully work my way to the door?
You can take the dash action, so you can take a move action, but I think we then need to pick up with other people. You can make your way across to the remnant of floor in front of that door.
Well, I will follow Bograft.
Purple will too.
Parker, when you made it about 3 or 4 steps out onto that first
Yeah.
plank,
Yeah.
something swipes at you, something that you can't see, and we'll pick it up next week.
Oh.
Always Parker.
It's always Parker.
It's
Parker's
always
dead.
Parker.
He's
I
down.
wait basically until Parker does
Yeah,
something, then
I
I
know,
just
yeah.
come up with something.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Encounter at Blackwall Keep and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. Encounter at Blackwall Keep was written by Sean K. Reynolds. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!